Yo yo, what's going on guys? Old School Gamer 13 here, back with another video. Now, this is my first proper video in like years, and I'm talking like 5 years. Now, as I mentioned in my last video, the one saying I'm back, explaining that I've basically come back to YouTube basically after all this time. I explained a little bit of this. But yeah, that wasn't like a proper video, it was just to explain that I'm back obviously. And this one is my first proper one in years. So this is one that a couple of you have requested. Well, at least one of you. I can't remember if it was a couple of you or one of you, but at least one of you guys in the comment section of my last video, like from 5 years ago. The one where I unboxed the Russian physical release of Manhunt 2 Uncut and Uncensored. One of you guys at least, yeah, ignore that. That annoys me, I that quite a lot. But yeah, at least one of you requested a video on the patch that puts the Russian language back to English again. And I'll show you how to do just that in this video. So as you can see, I'm on the main start screen of it right now. This is my physical release of the Russian version of Manhunt 2 for PC. As you can see, it is it's all Russian there. If I press enter, you'll see that all this is in Russian as well. And when you go into the main game, all the subtitles and everything, it's all in Russian. And it can be very difficult to navigate the menu and things like that. All the audio and that is in English, but all the subtitles and text and that on the start screen is all in Russian and that, so I know it can be a bit of a pain in the fucking ass. I could not figure it out when I first played this game, but not to worry, because I'll show you in this video exactly how to do it right now. So I'm going to show you exactly how to download and install the patch that puts this game from Russian back to English subtitles again, and I'm going to show you a 100% step-by-step guide from start to finish. So with that said, I'm going to go to the desktop now and I'll see you guys there. Okay guys, so we're at the desktop now, and this is where I'm going to show you exactly what you need to do. So for this, you're going to need two things. You're going to need 7-zip. You're going to need this thing right here, this application called 7-zip. Basically it works like WinRAR, but don't download WinRAR, don't use that, because it's free to start off with, but it gives you a bit of a free trial, and then eventually it will just start to charge you money, so you don't want to use that. You're going to want to use 7-zip because it is 100% free, no free trial, nothing like that, it's just free, and that's it basically. So I'll leave a link in the description for the 7-zip file. I'll leave a link in the description for that so you guys can download it. And the second thing you're going to need is obviously the zip file of the patch modification to turn the game from Russian to English basically. You're going to need that as well, so I'll leave a link in the description for that as well, and it will take you straight to the page where you can download it. But I'm going to quickly show you the first part of the guide, which is how you actually download it, in case any of you for some reason don't know how to do that. So we're going to go to any browser first, and you want to type in this, which I already have in my save there, in my recent Manhunt 2 60FPS patch, Project Manhunt forums. So click on that. Sorry about that guys, my internet just briefly shut off for some fucking reason, but it's all sorted out now. So yeah, as I said, Manhunt 2 60FPS patch, Project Manhunt forums. Type that into your search bar, whatever browser you're using, and then it should be the first one. Now it might not be the first one for all of you, but just know it's Manhunt 2 60FPS patch PC/PC Gaming Wiki, you know, that one there. It shouldn't really matter too much anyway, because as I said, the link will be in the description. That will take you to it directly. So yeah, I'm just going to click on that one. When you click that link in the description, or if you choose to do it through this, either way you're going to end up at this page here. And basically it's going to say Manhunt 2 60FPS patch. Now the reason for this is because it's actually a double patch. Like, it gives you 2 different patch modifications in one download, basically. So this is not only going to change your game from Russian subtitles to English subtitles, but it's also going to put your game up to 60 FPS as well. So both in the same download, which is really good. So you guys get a little extra bonus there as well. And you're going to notice down here that it says www.projectmanhunt.com. That's because this is where this patch originated from to begin with. Now, this site no longer exists, unfortunately. This went down a long time ago. But this is where it originated from. So this is the exact same thing. And it's just been put on this website. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go to this blue download this file rectangle box here. And you're going to want to click on that. And it's going to take you to this download terms page. And ignore that if this pops up. You're gonna want to click the blue agree and download rectangle, and then you're gonna want to click again the blue download option from here, and then it will start to count down. And in a few minutes, you're gonna get there it is. That's basically the zip file containing what you're going to need. So it's downloading right there, and it will notify us when it's downloaded. So we'll just wait for that to finish off. Then it's going to say open file, but you don't need to bother with that. It's done. So after this, you just want to exit out of there. So what we're going to want to do now is we're going to want to go into our downloads. So just go to just going to want to go to here, your file explorer, go to downloads, and as you can see, it's going to be in your downloads. Now, one thing I'm going to say is that I already have this downloaded myself, which is why I want to make a separate folder for this YouTube tutorial. If we go into my desktop, this is not part of the tutorial, this part, by the way. But I have a folder called Manhunt 2, and as you can see, I have a bunch of patches and mods in my own personal files that I've already downloaded for myself. And as you can see, I already have the Manhunt 2 60FPS patch containing the Russian to English subtitle patch as well. I already have this, but for the purposes of this tutorial, I basically want to make my own folder to show this for you guys, so I re-download it and then obviously delete it after I've done this tutorial. So what you guys want to do is you're going to want to go into downloads, because that's where your this is where your zip folder is going to be that you want to extract. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make my own separate folder now, but you guys want to make a separate folder as well. So right click and then click on new, and then click on folder to make a new folder. Now I'm going to call mine YouTube tutorial. So yeah, I've called my empty folder YouTube tutorial, but you guys can name yours whatever you want to. The reason we want to do this is because it keeps it all neat and tidy, because if you just extract it here, I really wouldn't recommend that, because it's going to be all over the place and then you're going to get mixed up with which is which, basically. So you're going to want to make your own clean empty folder to extract this to, so that you don't get confused, because otherwise, trust me, you will. So what you want to do is you want to right click on that, you want to click on copy, go into your empty folder, right click and click on paste, and then it's going to be inside of your empty folder. Then you want to go to the original, right click and delete that, because you don't need that anymore now. So now go into your empty folder and extract it in here. So right click it, go to 7-zip, and then you're going to want to go to extract here, click that, and then it'll just do that. It's all extracted for you. And that's that done. So here's all your modified files for the game. But what you want to do is minimize that now, because we want to go into our main game files, because we need to modify those with the modified versions. So what you want to do is you want to right click on your main game icon, and you want to click on open file location. Now that's going to send you to your main game files. Now ignore this, guys. You guys might not have that in your main game files. I put it there. It's a stereoscopic mode which contains no red filter in the Manhunt 2 game. Just a extra shortcut clickable option, so that's irrelevant. You guys don't need to worry about that. So we're going to minimize that and go back into the modified files that you just downloaded. You want to go to global, and all this stuff right here, you're going to want to copy all of it, like literally all of it. Right click, go to copy, and then after copying it, you want to basically go back to your main game files, go to global in there, and then you want to right click and click on paste, and then after that it's going to basically, yeah, so you might get something like this. It says replace files in the destination. You want to click on that so that it goes ahead and does it, and after that it's basically copied and replaced all the files in that location. So that's step one. You've finished global. Oh yeah, we've done global. Now we want to go back to the modified files, and next we're going to do levels. Now with this it's the exact same thing, just literally select and copy every single thing. And then you're going to want to go back into your main game files, go to levels, and do the exact same thing. Right click, paste, replace the files in destination, and there we have it. Exact same thing. Easy as that, trust me. So that's part 2 of it done. So now obviously again, go back to your modified files. The next one we're going to do is this one. Now this is the easiest one. Right click, copy, and then go back to your main game files. And then you basically want to right click and paste it right in there, like that. That's simply all you have to do, because that's going to be a separate clickable thing, basically. So that's all you have to do with that. Now, for the final part, we're going to want to go back into our modified files again. So we've done global, we've done levels, we've done this, and now the readme file you don't have to worry about because I'm showing you the tutorial, obviously, and obviously that. So none of that. We've done all that now. We've done this. The last thing is movies. Now this is where it gets a little bit more complicated. It's technically the same thing, but it requires a little bit more explanation. So after clicking on movies, you're going to be taken to subtitles, click on subtitles, and then you've got all this. Now what you basically want to do is, you're going to want to click on the first one, and then you're going to have something that looks like this. You're going to have Russian_PC.gxt, UK_PC.gxt, and then the US one. Now basically, you only want to take the UK one out, because I'm going to show you right now what happens when we go into this in our main game folders. So if you go to your main files and you go to movies, and then you go to subtitles, and you click on the first one, it's only going to have the Russian_PC.gxt, and that's because that is the exact file that is making your game run in Russian completely. That's the thing that's making your game have Russian subtitles and Russian text, and this is what we want to remove. So basically, the only reason why that other stuff is in your main game folders is basically because they're options. They have that in case you want to change it back to Russian, but I'd recommend you guys backing up your files anyway. They've got this in case to be fair, I don't know what that is, but the UK one is the one that you're going to want. So what you want to do is, so we're in our modded files and we're in the first one. You want to click on the UK_PC.gxt, right click, copy that. Then you want to go into your main files, go into the first one, and you're only going to have the Russian one there. So you're going to want to right click, paste it in there, and then after you do that, you want to right click on the Russian one and delete it and completely get rid of it, if that makes sense. Then we go back into our modified files that we downloaded, and then you go to the second one, and you're going to get the exact same thing. So you're going to want to right click on the UK one specifically, copy that, go back into your main game files, click on the second one, and do the exact same thing. Right click, paste it in there, and then yeah, you want to right click on the Russian one and delete the Russian one. So we've done the first two. I've done the first two for you guys there as an example, but because this is going to be a very long and tedious process, I'm going to let you guys do the rest on your own. So all you want to do is you want to go into your modified files, and you're going to want to do this for every single one of these. I know it's going to take a while, but that's what you have to do. And you're going to want to take that and you're going to want to put it into your main files. You've got to do it for every single one. And now once every single one of these folders looks like this, only the UK_PC.gxt, after you've done that for every single one of these, then I will come back and I'll show you the next part. Okay guys, so assuming that you now have all of that done, I'm happy to tell you that that was the final part of this modding tutorial. Your game should now be 100% patched up to now run in English instead of Russian, and should now actually also be in 60 FPS. So yeah, you can go ahead and close everything down now. You don't need to have any of that open. But just to show you that we've done everything. We've done global, we've done levels, we've done this part here. Obviously these two things, you can ignore them. We've done movies as well. So yeah, you can close all that down now. We've absolutely finished it all off. So what you want to do now is you want to go to your main Manhunt 2 application, and you want to right click it and go to open file location. Now what you guys want to do is, instead of clicking on the main application for the game, you want to click on that second one that you added in that says Manhunt 2 _R_60 FPS. That's the one that you want to click, because that's the one that when you click on it is going to make your game run with the Russian subtitles and everything. If you guys just want the that's the one that's going to make your game run in 60 FPS as well as just having the English subtitles in it instead of the Russian ones. But say if you guys wanted to run it without 60 FPS and just have the English subtitles, then you want to click on your main game application. But if you guys want to have the benefit of the 60 FPS patch as well to go with your English subtitles for the game, you're going to want to click on this one here. Now I would click on this one to run it, but I'm having a lot of trouble at the moment trying to do this. I've done multiple attempts at this part of the video, guys. Like, for some reason my screen recording app will not let me record that in 60 FPS when I try and record it. It's very laggy and it doesn't look very nice. But I can assure you though that when you actually click on the application to play the game, it runs very smoothly and it is in 60 FPS, but I just can't pick it up on my recording application. So for this video, I'm going to have to click on this one, but you will see that it is patched up. So you can ignore that part, guys. That is still in Russian, because at the start of the screen, like the startup of the game, there's no way to bypass that due to copyright reasons. You can't change that from Russian to English, but that's not the important part. This is the important part right here. So as you can see, the game that I showed right at the start of the video, I had Russian language down at the bottom here, which is now in English instead. I'll click on enter and you can see that this is all in English now as well. It was originally Russian, but now it's back to English again, like what all you guys will be used to. So yeah, as I said, guys, if you just want to have your English subtitles and you want this game in English instead of Russian, just click on the main application. It's a no-brainer. But if you do want to play this with 60 FPS as well, you're going to want to click on that 60 FPS file inside of your game, basically, if you want 60 FPS as well. I just couldn't click it myself because otherwise if I try and record that, this screen is going to be very laggy and it's not going to look nice on my video. So yeah, anyway, that's the end of the tutorial. If you guys want more tutorials and videos like this explaining more on how to download various different mods and patches for this game, then just leave a comment in my comment section and tell me what you'd like to see and I'll bring it out. I can do mods for anything basically. I'm planning to make more videos in the future, not only for this game but for other games as well. The ones that I'm planning to do soon are also for this game. So like Manhunt 2 beta and extended execution mods, beta skin model mods, all sorts of things like that are going to be uploaded in the future, so stay tuned for that. It's some fun stuff for you guys to mess about with. The tutorial and the way you download them is pretty much nearly the same as what you've seen explained in this video. It's the same process for the most part. Not all the time, but for the most part it is. But yeah, anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Safe ones, and I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.